welcome to the grave. Anything interesting has happened to you guys? If so, do tell me. I'm pretty interested about that. For now, I'm gonna start with a few things. I actually got quite a few good things happen to me over the last few days, so I'm pretty happy about that. Um, I was able to get two of the ETVs for the Prismatic Evolution, surprisingly. I did not expect to get those, so I'm just happy about that. Let's see where it takes me from there. I'm gonna open them today and see how well it goes. So, let's enjoy that. It's been a few days. My computer's been giving me difficulties quite a lot actually, so it's been quite difficult for me to stream, but I kinda was able to fix it for the moment. So as I was saying before, for today we're doing this. Okay, let me see. How was I? Ooh. I'm a little bit off today. It's around my usual time to go to the doctor, so maybe I'm just not feeling that well. I thought this might help me just enjoy the time a little bit. By the way, hello and thank you for joining, whoever's there. Okay, let's see what we get. I guess I'm pretty excited about this. The premium collection I was able to get had pretty interesting stuff. Nothing amazing, but pretty good stuff nonetheless. So we're gonna start simple. The promo card is nice. Then there's the energy cards, which I have a lot of. The sleeves, which I actually did need more sleeves. I'm not gonna complain about that. Devices, and may actually be able to build an evolution deck after this. I'm pretty excited about that. So quite a few things been happening. I was able to get a GM badge for Gen Con. I'm pretty excited about that. So I want to see how that actually ends up going. This is a really nice ETV. I actually like the shiny look and everything. I might actually use it for more important cards. Okay, so let's take out the packs. I'm gonna leave that there. The back just... Oh, I know that's a lot of things there. Oh, I see what they are. Anyways, I'm gonna open both of them at once and just have all the package together, see how well it goes, enjoy it as it goes. So do tell me any interesting cards you guys have gotten over the last few days. I was able to play in the pre-release of the Destiny Rivals and got pretty interesting there. I got Rosalia, a Cynthia's Rosalia. I was pretty excited about that. I got a Mewtwo, the basic card, not the good one. I do not actually like how it works. Like, yeah, it does a lot of damage and you can probably play around with it a decent amount, but the ability is just a debuff. It's not really... It's not the idea that you gotta play around it more than with it, which makes it pretty weird, at least for me. Anyways, there's the second promo for that. Then I get more of that. And that, and well, that should be all for now. Let's start opening the packs now that I open everything there. Let's enjoy it as it goes. Okay. Normally I ask someone to tell me which pack they want me to open, but today we don't seem to have those people, so we're just gonna go with the first pack and see what we get from it. There it is. I also been trying to play around with the camera. I don't know if that's a better angle than before. I feel there's less shadow. Plus, it gives me a little bit more space to show. I probably should get a different camera specifically for this if I'm actually going to be doing it as often as I've been doing it. Anyways, let's start with this and see where we go. I'm getting a dark energy. Cool, cool. So we're starting with Cottony. Yeah, that's a good place to put that. Then we go with Lileo, Drecloak, Duraludon, Bulk Catching Set, Heatran, Crespin, Rescue Board, Abudu. I was complaining I didn't have any of them before. Now I actually have quite a few. Hydrapple is another one. Like, first hit on the first pack. That's not bad. I'm actually gonna separate the Budia too. Let's go with the next one. So, what games have you guys been playing over the last few days? I myself been playing a little bit of Mario Kart. I've been enjoying that and started playing Pokemon Emerald. TCG, I've been playing a lot of that. I actually applied to see if I can help on as a Pokemon Pro. Oh, shiny energy. Well, foil energy, not a shiny energy. To help on Gen Con for Pokemon. I haven't been accepted, but we see how it actually goes. I have confidence. I'm pretty excited if it does happen. It sounds like a good opportunity. Dunsparce, Goldeen, Appling, Sneasel, Regigigas, Lacey, Halucha, Goldeen, Screamtail, and Arcolodon. Oh well. No particular card I need from this one. I do not like this. Oh no, wait, this is the actual correct Screamtail. I actually should have enough cards to build the Gardevoir deck. I just been too lazy to actually build it, but I probably do actually have the cards now. I'm gonna actually sit down and do that eventually. Anyway, let's see what we got. Another QR card, a normal Psychic Energy. We go to a Black Belt Training, into a Bronzor, a Professor Research, Professor Oak, a normal Budew. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably should look eventually how the actual intonation of the word is. Shaming, not the one everyone's looking for, I can tell you that much. Which, I did get one of those from Destiny Rivals. Probably gonna end up putting on a deck eventually. Professor Tutor Scenarios, Slowking, Hippopotas, Roaring Moon, Flutter Mane. Okay. That's interesting. No Pokeball or Master Ball yet, but we're probably at least gonna see one of them. There is enough packs for that to happen. Okay, let's see what kind of energy we're going with. Fighting energy. Okay. We're going to a Hood, into a Black Belt Training, a Riolu, a Professor Research, but it's an Elm Professor Research, Techno Radar, Festival Grounds, Great Tusk, Foil Eevee, a Foil Professor Research, and an Octowl. So that's good. Okay, let's continue going, see what we get out of it. Not expecting much, but you know, something nice per se. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we're getting a Psychic Energy, but a foil one. Into Bonairy, Hippowdon, Pinsir, Larvitar, Executor, Exploder Guidance, Pyro Roar, Professor Turo. Oh, that's actually a Pokeball. Was the other one's a Pokeball and I did not see it? I'm actually gonna separate that one. I actually have to check on that. A Diplin, and then a Flareon. Oh, that's a Professor Turo. Now I'm actually pretty interested in seeing that. I'm not 100% sure. No, I don't believe I have Jump any. I will check them in a little bit, but for now, let's just keep opening a few more packs and see how it goes. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's see what we get on this one. I may have 2 variations of for my Dragapult deck at this point. I'm pretty excited about it. Both of them make me have to change my deck a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. We're starting with a Psychic Energy into a Duskull, a Houndoom, a Dreepy, a Miltank, a Carmine, a Professor Sada Vitality, a Suicune, Black Belt Training, a Riolu, and a Sylveon EX. Imagine that now I can play the deck that I dislike a lot because it has destroyed me too many times for my liking. That is a pretty nice card. It's not the super rare variety, but I'm still pretty happy of getting the card. I've been trying to get something like that for a while. We technically have gotten 2 pulls out of the packets. They did say this one has pretty bad pull rate, but you know, we can see what we get out of it. But there's still a chance of getting something nice. Dark Energy into a Houndour, a Dusclops, a Sneasel, an Execute, a Buddy Puffin, a Seeking, a Kieran, a Glass Trumpet, a Blood Moon Ursaluna, and a Glacian. And none of them are, none of them are a Pokeball. Okay, let's see what else we can get out of this. I still have some expectations, so I want to believe I can be happy about it. We got Grass Energy, another code, into a Havenberry, a Noibat, Black Spell Training, a Fan Rotom, a Bronzong, another one I like, Ogre Mask, Earthen Vessel, Ogre Mask, Slowpoke, and a Leafeon. Okay. Now, let's see. I don't know why this one feels different. Let's see how wrong I am by opening it up and seeing how bad I do. We get Water Energy into a Larry Skills, a Dunsparce, a Black Spell Training, a Houndoom, Screamtail, Janie's Secret Art, Regigigas, Pokeball Lopunny, okay, into a Master Ball Bonary? Interested. 2 in 1 pack. And then a Groudon. You know, that's a funny to get together. A Master Ball Bonary and then a Pokeball Lopunny. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's see what else we get here. What kind of energy we're getting from this one? A water energy, okay. Into a Duraludon, Pupitar, Bronzor, Aromatize, Dipling, Glass Trumpet, Heatran, Larvitar, another Eevee, and a Flareon. Okay, okay. Okay. I still believe on it, man. I still believe on it. I have expectations. Probably shouldn't, but I want to believe on it. So, what kind of cards have you guys gotten, or like what's the best card you have gotten? I'm pretty interested on that. One of my best cards is actually the Umbreon from Evolutions, guys. I was pretty happy when I pulled that one up. Professor Research, Voodoo, Boneri, Technoradar, Dipling, Glass Trumpet. I'm pretty happy about the Sparkling Crystal, if I'm honest with you. I needed more than one of those. Finally have a an extra for the other thing, and I've been getting a lot of Groudons, if I'm honest with you. And then there's also an Okie Dokie, which is nice. Now let's take a look at what might be the next one. Sparkling Crystal's nice. I actually think it's going for a lot just because of how used it is. Psychic Energy into an Eevee, Hippowdon, Boneri, Pinsir, Explorer's Guidance, Shaman, Professor Turo, a Dusclops, a Dreepy, and an Iron Boulder. Have any of you guys ever played Binding of Isaac? The multiplayer mode specifically. It's a game I enjoy playing with my friends quite a lot. It's quite hectic when we all end up together. Dark Energy, Hippowdon, Pinsir, Larvitar, Houndour, Heatran, Explorer's Guidance, a Pokeball Voodoo. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna separate that into a Bronxen and a normal Umbreon. We've been getting a decent amount of Pokeballs, I say. Okay, let's see what kind of energy we're getting out of this. An electric energy. I think that's the first one I got from this packs. Larvitar, Black Belt Training, Execute, Sneasel, Slowking, Janine Secret Art, Heatran, Houndoom, Howlucha, and Dusknear. I can actually put that into my other deck now. One 30 damage count, 13 damage counters. That's good. Yeah, I should end up building that later on. Okay. Okay, let's see. Another QR code into a foil energy. We start with the Dusclops, Sneasel, Execute, Flurry Skills, Professor Tourist Scenario, Slowking, Janie's Secret Art, Crispin, Leet Leo, and a Floater main. Okay. Let's see what else we get from this. Maybe there's something on the last pack. There's still a few more, so I'm not that expected. Professor Research, Dust Clubs, the Dunsparce, Houndor, Explorer's Guidance, Shaman, Professor Tourist Scenario. That is a Pokeball Archaludon. I'm pronouncing that right? Archaludon. Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that right. A Dunsparce. And an Airy. That's actually really nice. I actually like that card quite a lot. I know they're not worth a lot, but I really just like collecting the full arts. Plus, I don't actually do this for the money anyways. Just enjoy playing the game quite a lot. Okay, let's see. We got a QR code, a Fire Energy into a Dunsparce, a Black Belt Trainer, Houndoom, Professor's Research, Ball Catching Set, Pyroar, Earthen Vessel, Cottony, Sylveon, and Terrapagos EX. That's nice. Is that the... Yeah, that's the correct one. At this point, I can actually make a Terra deck. That's kind of funny. I should be able to build quite a few different decks now. Okay. That's the last pack. Do you want to believe on it? Pretty excited about it. Got a few things. It could all be good. It could all... Let's see. What do you guys think is on this pack? Anything good at all? Anything surprising? Trying to see. I had something for this kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see how this goes. A foil electric energy, okay. Into an Applin, a Golding, a Hoodhood, an Amarys, a Slowking, a Janie Secret Art, a Ball Catching Set, a Pokeball Regigigas. I'm actually gonna show it a little bit better so that you can see it.
Get ready for Universal Epic Universe, featuring the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, and Super Nintendo World. Now
that's funny.
At Universal Orlando Resort.
For the wrong reasons, but that's still funny. Sorry about that. Well, we're going into execute. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it into a Roaring Moon. Oh well. I still got really nice stuff. I'm actually happy about it. Okay. Let's show. I want to show everything I got from this one. I got the Regigigas. The Terrapagos EX. The Airy. Archolodon. The Pokeball one. The Budew. The Pokeball Budew. Then I got a Sparkling Crystal. Into a Masterable Bonary. And then a Pokeball Lopunny. Into a Sylveon EX. Professor Turo Scenario. And a Hydrapple EX. I'm about to double check because I feel like I may be missing a few. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually gonna double check this, so give me 1 second. Making sure I'm not missing any. And I'm actually gonna be able to build a Marnie deck with quite a few of the cards here. Not really the Hondoms per se, but like the Janine Secret Art, for example, is gonna be pretty helpful. Gonna be able to play around it quite a lot. Okay, let's see. I'm actually gonna need that. And that one. I don't. Guess the wrong one for that. Where did they go? I lost them. I need that one. But yeah, it was pretty good per se. That one sounds interesting. I might actually play with the Eevees. But apart from that, let's throw that one there. But yeah, it was pretty good catch rate. Nothing amazing, but pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna separate that for now. Because I might actually be playing. This actually gives me so many ways of doing decks I wasn't knowing before. So, then I'm just gonna say I'm happy with what I got. I'm gonna be able to play around a lot of things here. Larian. I want to put that. Oh, I actually had more Pokeballs. There's another one. It seems like I missed this one. I'm double checking them right now. I already missed one. Yeah, Twilight Masquerade is a really good set. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I'm sad that I didn't open as much as I wanted from it. Maybe I try to open more of it later. if I get the chance at least. I actually think I open a... Nope, I do not like that, man. Chew. Not appreciated. Okay. Not seeing anything new per se. Oh yeah, and I also got the the promotional cards. That's actually really nice. But yeah, I think I did not miss any of them. Don't quote me on it. I'm actually not 100% sure, but I do believe that I got them all. I genuinely do not see any missing. I could be just blind, but that won't be the first time that happens. So well. Now, what game I'm gonna play now? I'm pretty curious. Thinking a little bit about it just to see a few options. I'm gonna separate that one. Yeah, nothing else here per se. But yeah, for me, the funny part of this ones was when the Bunnery and the Laponi came on on the same pack. I think I have them separate. These are the energies and other stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play a deck around this later on. Not right now, but later on. Probably tomorrow I will double check on that. I always may actually try to play the... At this point I might as well play the TCG. Because that's what I have open anyways. Give me a sec. Music's going down for a second there. So give me 1 second. I'm opening the TCG Live. I'm gonna play a few rounds of it. Maybe play around with the Marnie deck to see how well I can do with it. But yeah, I'm happy about this. I'm gonna separate those. These two are really funny to me, if I'm honest with you. Okay, did it open? It does not seem to be opening right now. Give me a second. It's been getting a little bit complicated for certain things, unfortunately. Yeah, my computer is not really the fastest, so might take a second or two. Want to see if there's any other cards I want to show right now. Nothing really particular per se. Like I say, the sparkling crystal and everything is just nice. It goes well with the rest of my cards here. How many Terrapagos? Oh, come on. You're... Okay, no, that's not that there's maintenance now. It's saying that there's gonna be No, I think it actually means there's maintenance now. Okay, we are gonna have to go with Plan B instead, it seems like. Because it's... Oh, I actually haven't logged in this thing for a while, so makes sense. Give me a second. I think it was that one, and then this one. Wow, lovely. Probably just gonna have to look it up. Give me a second. I actually forgot my password. I'm not really proud of that one, if I'm honest. But that's life, as they say. You don't always remember that. Ah, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. They like being picky about it for obvious reasons. Okay, there we go. That should work this time, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on it. It's logging in and everything, so I imagine it is working well. But yeah, I'm gonna try a few decks. I'm probably not gonna buy the Marnie deck yet. I am really tempted to do so, but I should be able to get the cards later on by just buying the set. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm moving things. Okay, let's move this one. Ah, anyways, there's a publicity pause anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, I'm putting. Oh, lovely. I forget how terrible I'm at this. Ah, there we go. It's just part of the. Ooh, magic indeed. Okay, we should be ready to go about now. I'm just gonna have to play around with whatever I have on my decks. Uh, let's make a new deck. Uh, what do I have with guardable? Okay, I have two of those. That's good. That's actually what I need. And then I actually Curlia. Do I just don't have any, or no? Wait, it's standard, but oh, do I actually not have any Curlias? Yep, I do in fact have zero Curlias. That's interesting. I think I need four of this ones, or it's two. I'm gonna take four of them. And I'm just gonna add four of them to the deck. And then are you also gonna tell me I have zero Ralts? I do in fact have zero Ralts. Imagine that. What a surprise. Well, that's life, as they say. Let's see how well it does. Give me 1 second. I'm moving my things a little bit here. Okay, let's see now. Let's get four of this ones. A little bit expensive, but oh well. Then let's add those four there. Driflim. And it's the balloon bus one. I think one is what I need. Screamtail is the next one. And it should be this one. Which, if I'm correct, I only need one of. You told me I had two. Do I only have one? Well, I do need two. Ah, it's gonna hurt. Oh well. That means I'm probably not gonna be playing the other deck anytime soon. Berry Charms was one. Oh, it's because I have it on the Pokemons. What other Pokemon does this deck actually needed? I don't actually fully remember right now. Hey, thank you for joining. Sorry about that. I was trying to move a different thing and by accident I moved the screen. Thank you for joining me in tonight. How you guys doing? I'm just checking the list right now, so give me 1 second. I know I had a list of the cards somewhere here. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of copy this list here, so I don't know how correct it is, but there we go. I booed you. I have, you know, instead of buying this, I could literally just scan a few of my codes, but I'm too lazy right now. So I'm just gonna grab that. 3 Monkey Dories, 3 routes. Do I have any Monkey Dories? Please tell me I have some Monkey Dories. I refuse to believe I have 0. Well, I don't have 0 of them. Doesn't mean I have a lot of them. What does Cleffa do again? Lily's Clefairy makes sense. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's an expensive card. Okay, for now I'm gonna add the one while I check the other cards to see, because I'm probably, with what I'm seeing here, I'm probably not gonna be able to play this deck anymore. At least not right now. I'm gonna put that there. One Screamtail, then let's check on the Cleffa. And it's the 150. At least I do have the Lily's Clefairy. Which, that's one I actually do need. And then it's, oh, it's double F, I see. Why exactly do I need this one? That's the wrong one. And that one's a promo. Grasping Draw. Draw until you have 7 cards in your hand. Okay, cool. So this is literally just a draw card kind of card. Interesting. I actually, sure, might as well. I say I was gonna forward. Might as well forward. At worst, I just move some cards around. It's nothing that surprising. The Fezzidipity is another one. That one makes sense. What's next? Earthen Vessels. I actually only need 2 Kirlias, not put a few too many of this ones. 2 Kirlias and 3 routes. Okay. Then we go to trainers into Earthen Vessel. I need 3 of those. It says I have 7. Why? Are you telling me I have 7? I'm pretty sure I'm not using it in any other deck. What I'm doing wrong here. Anyways, let's put 2 of them for now, and I'll worry about the details a little bit later. Still got no idea why it's doing that. I will worry about the details a little bit later. For now, it's 4 Ultra Balls, which is also saying I have 7, so give me the 4. There we go. 2 rare candies. 2 counter catchers. I like that one. Do I really need 2 of those? I feel like 1 is better. Mostly because I like putting a fielder. It says 4 Ionos. Is that correct? Yeah, 4 Ionos. Then Night Stretcher. For this one. Artisan. Says 2 of that one. 4 Professor Research. Well, it's only allowing me to use 2. I haven't actually played that much in this, so I'm actually stumped as to why it's not allowing me to add more of them, but it's telling me to add 4, so I'm just gonna add 4. It's that. It really is that. This is the rarity. I have 22 of them, but the ones I have are... This is really funny. And not in a good way, just funny. Anyways, 2 there. That means that this, I just have a different version of it. Ain't that nice? So I'm adding 2 versions of this one. Cool. That's a Master Ball one, so that's another one I want. That's a foil, a different foil. Pokeball. It's interesting. I'm gonna worry about that a little bit later. That actually means that I bought things that I didn't need to buy. Great. Wait, it says I have 2 of them. By any chance? Yep. I actually have one, and the more you learn, that's life. Oh well, that's in me. Anyways, nest balls. That's the next thing I'm gonna add to this. Need 4 of them, and I have enough available. So let's throw all those there. Next is Secret Box. I actually do believe that's a good one. There we go, Secret Box. And then 1 Professor Turo. As an area, just 1. Might as well fund the funny one. Next is 3 Bravery Charm. I don't know why I was thinking about Berry Charm for its Bravery Charm. Which, well, this one I do need more of. Because a lot of the strategy here is literally those things. 7 by Psychic Energy and 3 Darkness Energy. Where it is. This one here. Ooh, a lot of different types of energy, which most of them I do not have any of. If I remember correctly, it's at 7. And then 3 dark energy. No, that's 3 of this one. And then the psychic. I don't know why I did that the wrong way. What's the extra card I'm having here? I'm quite curious indeed. Okay, we're gonna go Bravery Charm, yeah, 3. The Professor Turos there, Secret Box. 4 Nest Balls. 4 Professors, 2 Artisans, 4 of those. 2 count. I actually do not like the counter catchers, if I'm honest with you. Do I have any Pokemon catchers? I have a Prime catcher. I don't have a Pokemon catcher, but I have a Prime catcher. It's not even telling me to take on a boss order, which I find pretty weird. Trying to think about certain cards that I might be able to take from this. 3 routes, yes. Okay. I'm 100% gonna need this. No questions asked. So give me 2 of those. Then be for this or the other deck I'm gonna do. That one's expensive. Is there like a cheaper variant of it? Is that the cheapest version of it by any chance? Is this one more expensive? It is in fact more. No, I think that's the same price. How about that one? No, I do believe all of them are pretty Yep, all of them are similar prices. Only that one's a little bit more expensive, and this one's more. Yep. And then I imagine. Yep, that makes sense. Oh well, there goes a lot of my tickets. Only thing is that I know I'm gonna use that eventually, so it's not terrible. Till I know what the extra card is. Yes, yes, yes. I don't think it's any of those. Oh, aha. That's kind of funny. I only need 3 of this one, not 4. Okay, we're going with that one. I actually think I should just make this into a... That's a little bit better. I'm gonna change up Pokemon Catcher for a boss order. I know that's a little bit different what they're telling me, but I feel like doing it, you know. No particular reason, just feel like it. Just one, no more than that. Just give myself an option of moving things if I need to. Let's go with Owen. Yeah, sure. Let's go with this one. For this one, let's go with this one. No particular reason. I just think it looks interesting. And I don't know, the Glacian one. At that point, might as well just take the Glacian sleeves cards, and then that one. Oh, there we go. Set as active. And let's have fun. See how well I do. No actual idea how well I'm gonna do. Not exactly. It's pretty close to the deck I was thinking about, but it's not 100% correct. Sue Tails and see how well we do from it. Oh, I'm actually going first. That is not helpful for me. Like at all. Or maybe not. Maybe yes. I'm not sure. I got Dad on the front. Not perfect, but can do something with it. To not want to actually... Funnily enough, I want to actually do a funny one. That's a lot of cards that I can, in fact. To hell with it. I'm actually gonna do this. I cannot actually use Professor Research anyways. That's something I forgot about. Let's add an energy there and let's end the turn. I'm not gonna give it. It's gonna be annoying because of the Voodoo and all that, but there's not much else I can do about it. Interesting. Pretty heavy strategy, if I'm honest. And with Defensive Deputy, I'm probably gonna lose this. Ignoring the fact that it's the first time I'm playing this deck, that is a really good start. And it's the Dragapult deck. I know it too well. I actually do not have any nest balls on mine. Makes it interesting. Maybe I should add some. I really gotta organize my own deck a little bit more. It's been working well, but it does have its ups and downs. Well, that's funny. Not helpful, but funny. It's not like they're allowing me to use an item card anyways. So it doesn't matter as much. What a surprise, Ichi Pollen. Play this. And you know what? You know what? I'm gonna play my own Voodoo. I know mine's going down faster because I do not have the thing that you want me to use, but still. Actually, no. I'm gonna play this one. I cannot use Earth and Basil. I forgot that. I'm kind of screwed. I should have. Oh, no, wait. There's still a chance. Uh, it's gonna get discarded anyway, so might as well give it to Cleffa because I'm. Let's give it to the monkey, whatever. Now I'm actually using Professor's Research. Wow. Imagine the amount of things I did in fact not do with this. Because I still do not have any energy to play around with. I should have actually added the energy to Cleffa. But I didn't think about that. And I still in fact cannot use any items. I could have played that a lot better. Or yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. It has Voodoo, it has the Dust Gloves, Ursa Luna. I actually put a Mew EX on that deck. because I thought it might be more interesting. I do tend to end up with too many cards to do a lot with it, but still pretty interesting. Yeah, yeah, show off. Show me what's so interesting about it. What? Ah, Ultra Ball. Cliff as the first card will help him better. That or Boodio. Go on, just attack me. Oh, that's not something I expected. But I kind of get the idea as to the why. I'm just a little bit surprised. Okay, for this one, I'm actually gonna throw the Voodoo. Yeah, sure, let's throw that in. Not gonna make much of a difference, but I might as well have some fun with it. Then I'm gonna counter catcher the Ursaluna. Mostly for the simple fact that it's not gonna be able to do any damage. I genuinely don't know if I should. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna add an energy here for now. Then I'm gonna Professor Research this because I don't need any of those cards right now. And I might be able to get something to play around with. Another route. Imagine that. The third Bravery Charm that I've been kind of wasting, if I'm honest with you. The Red Candy for a card that I do not have yet. But I get a Nest Bolt that only lets me grab. Let's do a secret box. Right now, I do not need the energy. I do not need the Nest Ball. And I actually also do not need the Ralts. Because I do have a Ralts that's alive. So here, what I need is none of this, actually. Uh, actually, an Ultra Ball's gonna be nice. And for supporter, let's throw an Iono, sure. I'm not gonna throw it this right now, but it's nice to have per se. I'm gonna be able to throw an Ultra Ball. I'm gonna need the Rare Candy, but I'm not gonna need the Bravery Charm. I'm about to evolve that. So give me this. Yep, that gets evolved. If I put the Clefairy, I'm actually kind of screwed. Mostly for the simple fact that I do not have an actual way of doing certain stuff. As much as, well, I want to believe he's not going to be able to throw 3 energy. So I might actually get more out of that. Nothing to do much here. I'm going to do a Grasping Straw. If I should have actually put Boodio. That will have given me a little bit more to play with. I did get the Ice Cream Tail, but I don't have any Ray Charms left. I actually wasted them. That is definitely on me. Okay, so what's the plan here? Probably no, gonna take Clef out and just put maybe a switch. Okay, I actually do not believe that may be a terrible idea. I really didn't actually need the Clef. The good thing is I didn't actually have to pay for it. I actually already had it, so at least I didn't waste that. Well, nothing amazing. Duskull is probably gonna destroy me later on. Not right now, but later on. I'm still pretty scared of the Dragon Bolt, by the way, because if he's able to throw that in before I'm able to do any of my other things, that's gonna be pretty problematic, and not something I appreciate. That still makes it a 2 energy kind of deal. On this, you gotta put it on my bench if I do that. Whatever. Let's just have fun with this and see what I get out of it. I still need a dark energy. Wow, so many cards. Not much I can actually use. Let's put that there. Let's use this on this. And that one's 90, so I don't want to do the math if I'm honest with you. I'm pretty sure I'm 100% failing at something here. And I'm not gonna deny it. So what we're gonna do here is pretty simple. I'm gonna use the ability here, Psychic Embrace. Yep, on this one. That's 20 damage. You're telling me as often as I like, but you're not letting me put... Ah! You're telling me I actually only had one of those? Really? Fine, I'm gonna Ultra Ball it. Fine, I'm gonna Ultra Ball it, because why the hell not? At this point I don't feel like I'm gonna use Offensive Deputy. And I'm gonna grab the Cliff Fairy, because why not? Psychic Embrace. Let's put that there. That's 40, so that's 20 times 4. That's 80 damage. That's not a lot. It's more than I expected, but that's still not a lot. Let's just do the Roaring Scream and see how well it does. I don't know. I definitely did not play this correctly, I can tell you that much. But this is mostly the fact that Screamtail can damage any opponent's Pokemon, which I'm surprised about. Monkey Dory. Ooh, that's nice. I have 3 of the monkeys and none of the ways to actually do the damage right now. Ain't that great? probably gonna have to use an ice stretcher to bring that back in. Like, I'm almost 100% sure I'm losing this one, but I'm actually learning how terrible I've been playing this deck, if that counts as anything. You are using Artisan, probably a GP, that if you do not get my other Pokemon down, you are not gonna be able to move. Have you gotten 0 energies? Is that what's happening? If so, I'm surprised. That means that you're playing with quite a few, not that many energies. Because apart from a Dreepy, I don't really see any other card you want to put on your deck. 0 energies there. That means that most of my cards there are energies. You will have thought I will have actually discarded more of them. You know what? I'm actually fine with that. I don't actually have anything at hand. I will prefer if you do not get an energy, but knowing my luck, you are gonna get one. There we go. I get 2 of those, so... Yep, that happens. You are definitely destroying the Clef and the Screamtail. That is 100% the correct thing to do. And I shall not fight it. You sneaky person. That actually did screw me over. I had the boss order and you took it away from me. I'm gonna have to do the Iono. You know, with how little I use it on mine, I should probably put a night stretcher instead of the fishing pole, the super fishing rod. Yeah, just do the damage. Nothing new. If anything, I actually appreciate you doing that because that gives me the space of moving things around. Well, right now I'm gonna put this one in, mostly because I can move it away in a second. What do I get there? Another Monkey Dory, great. So I got quite a few of those. I wanna see what I get from Iono. Give me something good, come on. Professor's Turo, I can play with that. Not amazing, but I can play with that. So there's that there. Artisan. I should have put the Lily instead. I screwed myself over pretty badly there, unfortunately. Oh, that's life, as they say. I'm putting a Drainabrain. From that Pokemon into... Sure, this one. Cool. Next... I'm gonna use Psychic Embrace to put the rest of the energy in Drifloon. That's 40. And I could use a Drainabrain, but that's not gonna do as well. Now, I'm gonna be losing either way, so... if I do that, I might as well. Let's retreat these. I already use Iono, so I can now use Professor Turo there. Uh, oh well, let's do Balloon Blast. Oh well, 120 damage. It will be 240, which still not enough to defeat it. If I had more than 2 energies, I might be able to do more, but right now I only have 2, which is pretty much screwed me over. I'm not gonna deny them. I'm gonna probably take off the Monkey Dory. And I'm gonna need a Night Stretcher to make this actually work. Apart from that, he really doesn't have anything built. So in paper, if I'm able to actually defeat the Dragapult, I might be fine. But do not quote me on it. You're putting the Gardevoir X. You know, that's actually great because when I retreat, I'm gonna get more. Oh no, well, that's not the one I expected. Uh, oh well, that actually makes sense. I will have appreciated what the Gardevoir EX. Okay, give me something. That is something, but not something I want right now. Whatever. I'm just gonna boss order this. And put this guy back in. Might as well. There's really not much else I can do right now. I can have Professor Turo, which at this point I don't need to. I already screwed myself over by myself. Let's see what artisan I can do, if anything. I'm pretty sure I don't have any Pokemons left. To be specific, any Pokemons I can actually use right now. Uh, so I'm using Adrenabrain. And let's throw it all on this. Okay, there we go with that. That's that. I do not want to use the energy on that right now. There's no actual Pokemon I want to grab, so let's just do Ichi-Pollen. Not trying to actually defeat the enemy, just making sure he has less things to do. Without the items, there's less things he can actually do to win. Then again, if he gets a switch or anything like that, he is definitely... Actually, he cannot use switch. So the only way he can is he's gonna need either a Crispin, which I do not know if he has, or just slowly but surely putting energy on them, which bare minimum gets me one more turn. He's building a second. Again, not planning on winning this one, just getting closer to a general idea of how this works. But I'm definitely taking the Clef out. Like, no questions asked on that one. I I also did build the bench terribly, if I'm honest. I didn't actually need all 3 Monkey Dories out, knowing well that I wasn't able to keep them going. It's interesting how much he's thinking about it on the simple fact that he really is gonna win next turn if he just gets 1 energy. And he only has 2 energy on there. Pretty sure he should have more than 3 and 3 energy. Don't quote me on it, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. You know what, let's be funny with it. I can only put it on. Actually, it doesn't matter that much because they're still gonna go down either way. I'm literally just using it so that I can use the extra damage for the embrace. There we go with that. And let's throw an Ichi Poland. There's really not much else I can do right now. All my actual damage cards are down. 20 damage per bench Pokemon. If I had a way to move things, I might actually try that, but right now there's no point. I should have a Fencidipity there now, but I'm pretty sure I discarded that. Yep, I discarded that. I'm taking this thing out. I don't know what I'm putting, but I'm taking the cliff out. It's just not good enough. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, boss order. What a surprise. I'm actually kind of surprised about it, if I'm honest with you. That is not what I was expecting you to do. Well, I'm gonna do a funny here. Not because I need to, but because might as well at this point. I'm gonna use this. Into that. Should I put it on the Clefairy and just... Actually, that's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna pull that one out so that I can get the energies. Then I'm putting this energy in. I'm trying in the Clefairy again. I'm putting Psychic Embrace on the Monkey Ori so that he has enough energy to retreat. That's one. And that's two. Okay, then I'm retreating. He actually only needs one retreat. Oh well. I'm putting Boodio again. Then I'm using Adrenabrain here. Grab damage from this card to throw that there. There we go. And at this point, might as well... Well, I'm screwed either way. Let's add that there. Yeah, I know you're probably gonna win next turn, don't worry. I'm trying to get this going on for myself. Patience, man. And then let's throw an Ichi Poland just because might as well. Again, that's not for the damage as much as it is for me to say that you cannot use items. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have an energy, which means I'm done so, but I want to believe I tried my best after understanding how the deck works. Quotations mark on that one, by the way. Well, what a surprise. I cannot actually do damage to myself right now. So I can only use Ichipolen. I could in fact confuse, but I don't think confuse still lets you retreat if I'm correct. I could have tried that and seen, but let's be funny with this. I'm actually surprised he's not using Dracloak. I don't know if he's waiting for something or what, but it's pretty interesting per se. I'm actually more interested in the Screamtail right now. Problem I'm having right now is that I have zero energy to give. That is not a surprise, but it's life. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that because I prefer discarding it later. Yeah, I know I can. But I don't actually need any Pokemons right now. I have my bench full and I prefer keeping my energies here. You're probably getting your energy or something. I'm not sure. If you get it, I'm done. Like this actually has been going for more than I gave it credit for. If you get the energy, I'm done. It's as simple as that. You have the rescue board and everything, so I don't know what can you cannot use switch right now. You cannot use night stretch or anything like that. You can use a poke tool, but I don't know what kind of poke tools you have right now. This is a funny way of stalling. Like, there's no other way to call it more than just stalling. Because you only have 2 energy there, 1 psychic here. Is he out really? Are they really out of energies right now? That's the only thing that comes to mind. Where can I even grab from my pile of things? I could grab absolutely. I could grab the tree flume if I'm honest, but there's no point to. I already have my bench full. Are they really out of that? That's funny. I need a. I'm actually gonna lose here because I'm gonna be running out of cards, and I don't think did. I went through all my Ionos already. Yep, I already went through all my Ionos. Yep, I'm losing here. I cannot Ultra Ball because there's no card to Ultra Ball. Eh, I don't care. Let's just do an Ichi Poland to say. I went on my own terms. I don't care. I did not give up or anything like that. I went on my own terms. I do not care. Now throw the energy and I'm done, right? That's how it works. Are you just gonna finish it? What do you want me to do? Apart from throwing Ichi Poland, I don't really have that many things to do. Your deck ran out of cards. Yep. I'm taking the cliff out, by the way. And it's funny, like, I genuinely did the most damage with that. But yeah, cliff out. What else out? I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to check on that. And now my computer's getting stuck. Ain't that great? Nope, it actually is stuck. It's just not working. Is it the maintenance? No, it was just taking its sweet time to do stuff. What do I get from this? Complete one match. I'm getting a different night stretcher. Ain't that cool? Whatever. Home. Play and see. Not much else to do. This time I feed little heads today. Cool. Cool. No, I do not want to go first. And I forgot to change my deck. It took so long to enter the game that I actually forgot to start my deck. I'm sorry, we'll boot you here. That air, and 3 Flume and Screamtail. And I'm getting an extra card. That's super cool and all. Now I gotta start. What's the word I was going for? Just give me the extra card. That's great. A Monkey Dory. Let's put it there. You go first. I believe on myself or something. It's a hop deck. With a lot of stations. And an artisan. That's nice. Well, Leadley's Clefairy ain't gonna do anything good on this deck, so on this turn, so might as well. With Gimme Goal. Okay, that's an interesting one. And that's evolution, I see. No, what the hell do you do that? Why the hell do you do that? That's not what I wanted to do. That is the correct card, man. Whatever. Whatever. I still have 2 more of them, so might as well. It has resistance. Yeah, I do not do damage. That's fine. Because even without damage, you cannot use items. So that should keep you from attacking from doing a lot for a while. Then Gimme Goal is also resistant to grass, so with that, So Budio is not gonna be doing any damage anytime soon. It still doesn't let you use items, but I really wanted to put that on the screen tail, by the way. I don't actually know. Hammering, raging in. What do you do there? Oh, you added that. Cool. Then an energy there. It's, in fact, lets you do that. But just enough damage to knock it down. Cool. There's not many options per se. I'm kind of screwed in multiple senses. I don't know. Let's put Drifloom right now because why not? Let's believe on life or something. I don't know. Night Stretcher lets me bring Boodio back. That's cool. He's still gonna go down in one turn, even if I bring him back. I have the right candy, but now I don't have the actual card. Ain't that great? And it got discarded anyway, so I'm gonna need to get the other one, which might even be here instead. That's great. Oh, shut up. I'm doing something eventually. I'm just thinking about it. The refume's going down anyway, so whatever. I'm gonna leave the night stretchers for that. And yep, I'm ending my turn. I'm not even putting energy on that. It's not worth it. I learned that the hard way. I definitely want to change that clever later on, to be more specific. That is a lot of draw cards. Um, cool. So you're probably gonna do a hammer in. Yep, that's cool. So give me a dark energy or the other Gardevoir. I take any of those two. You know, at this point I take the Kirlia. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw an Iono on and believe on myself for a second or two. Uh, I could Earth and Basil. Sticker Box seems cool and more interesting right now, if I'm honest. I'm gonna use a Drain. Wait, 10 more damage per counter. Interesting. Oh, for now, let's just throw them on the station because why not? And then out of this three, I'm gonna do another Earthen Vessel. I'm gonna discard the Kirlia. And then I'm gonna throw two energy cards so that I can do the box. And let's see, what can I do here? Anything particular that calls my attention? Could boss order a different Pokemon in. That's not horrible. I'm pretty sure the Goldengo, it's a draw engine anyways. Professor's research, sure. Stadium, I can grab the other artisan, and for item, I can do the counter catcher because why not? Actually, even if he does the 80 damage, it's not enough to knock me down, so I'm gonna leave that for next turn. I'm gonna believe that he's not gonna be able to knock down the Drifloom in one turn. Then when we has all the energy going in, I'm gonna change it to what does Goldengo does here? To retreat. This one's to retreat. That's another two retreat, and that's one retreat. So I'm just gonna change it at Duraludon because why not? Leafy appeal. Yeah, I think I'm down. I wasn't planning on allowing him to do that, and that kind of screws me over a little bit. Yep, I'm Drifloom's down, unfortunately. I should have actually doing the other Duraludon there. Oh wait, let's just believe on this. Not much else to do at the moment. Let's do a counter catcher, yes. Into the other Duraludon. And I'm gonna do Artisan to see whatever I may have here. Absolutely nothing, cool. Professor Research, which pretty much means I should have enough energy to play around with. Not a million of it, but still good. I got those two energy there. Then I'm using a Night Stretcher to bring... I actually do want to bring this in so that I can actually start attacking. Drifloom seems nice, but I want to be able to start attacking this turn, so I can actually do both. I'm gonna throw that there. Let's evolve this here. I wanna actually put the Drifloom in. I'm not gonna use him, but I will put him in for now. So that he's ready for the next thing. I'm using Psychic Embrace. So that's 20. That's 40. That's 60. And that's 80. I cannot do any more right now. That's not a million damage, but still a lot of damage. Which I'm gonna put on this guy here. And now if he has a switch or something like that, he might be able to do something. But apart from that, I'm probably fine. Could have probably taken the other Goldengo. Maybe even the Duraludon might have been a better idea. Now this one, I'm definitely scared of that, man. Actually, I own English cards, by the way. I don't have any other energy tool to do right now. That's gonna destroy my damage, if I'm honest with you. I don't know if it's better to. It's gonna allow me to do more damage. I have no, I don't have any energy there. Let's do Roaring Scream into that. And then I'm probably gonna do Roaring Scream into whatever else. If I get Professor Turo, I'm gonna be really happy, by the way. Because I'm gonna be able to play an interesting next turn after this one. I think he might be out of energy. I don't know how many energy he has. But the fact that he has to put 0 energy into his other... Does he actually only have the Goldengas for draw? He has 2 there, 3 there. That's 5 energy. That's a decent amount. Is there like a switch or anything like... On the simple fact that he's using Arben, he probably does have a switch. He has an unfair stamp. I'm actually fine with that. I don't have any cards that I require at the moment. The stretcher and all that's really nice, but not necessary. Those are definitely not helpful, I can tell you that much. He has 4 of those stations, by the way. I'm pretty sure of it. That's gonna give him enough energy. Okay. He definitely has a switch if he's not interesting. As much as I want to do that, that's not great for me. Yeah, I do not want to attach energy. And I don't want to use the monkey doors right now because that's not going to help me that much. Does he have a switch or something? That's the only thing that will allow him to do anything right now. He had Lisa, but I think that's mostly for Maya Pokemons. That just lets him pull cards. He really is just drawing cards after cards. Okay, I'm destroying that one. So he's doing a lot less damage. And I can technically focus him. On any of them, because all of them will... I am 100% lost at what he's trying to do. I got absolutely nothing else to say. I'm befuddled as to what's his plan. Why did he just... that energy retrieval? That might be helpful. Okay, I'm gonna use that by discarding that. That lets me graph 2 more. Cool. which I don't actually need, but might as well throw. I want to use Psychic Embrace here. That's one. There's still not enough damage actually, but eh. Joke's on you. I don't actually need any Pokemon. I'm just trying to discard cards. I don't know, give me like the fairy because why not? I don't actually have any energies left. Here is my whole idea. I'm taking one energy there to put this in. Cool. So take a look. Don't worry. I'm having a whole plan here. Then I'm doing Adrenabrain here. Into that one, which allows me to throw 1, 2, 3. Then I do Adrenabrain again, which allows me to do 1, 2, 3. I'm adding a Psychic Embrace to this one. Okay. And then I'm doing that again. And I'm throwing this last one here. Guess that's gonna put that up again. So then next I'm using Adrenadrain Monkey Door here. Into that one. I cannot actually retreat again. I kind of screw myself over there. Let's do a Balloon Blast for Danny because why not? He's not letting me retreat. It's actually pretty basic that it only allows you to retreat once a turn. If I get a Professor Turo, it's definitely going now next turn. Even if I don't get a Professor Turo, it's definitely going down next turn. I still got no idea what his plan is. I'm 100% honest with you. I am completely lost. Even if you take the Griefloom, if you do not have a boss order to get that one, my Screamtail should do enough damage. You're probably gonna damage this one. I'm 100% sure about it. I have the nice stretcher, so I don't care that much, but you probably don't know that, so understandable. Okay, there we go. That is perfect. We're gonna use an Adrenabrain here. I'm gonna use the damage of that there. There we go. And I'm gonna use another Adrenabrain. Don't worry, I think I have... I got 3 energy. So that's enough of that. Okay, there we go, 140. Then I'm throwing a Psychic Embrace into this. I'm throwing 40, 60, 80, then a Roaring Scream into this, which does more than enough damage. I'm still kind of screwed by the... No, I'm not. I actually won there. I was seeing the enemy price cards there for whatever reason. Well, 190 damage. That's just some damage. You know, not that much. Well, that should be enough for now. Let's open this pack and see what I get out of it. Lechonk, Mr. Mime, Articuno, Tadbulb, Pulpitar, and Whaler. Okay, that's something. But I'm gonna leave it off for tonight. Hope you guys have a good night. I hope to see you again. Until next time, I'm going back to the grave. Good night.